Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. You know who the hell I am. People are still asking me, what the heck does Tito mean on your tag? I'm going to hear that forever. But I like it. It's different. And I know what it means. They don't need to. But I tell them anyway. Sorry for taking so long. I kept thinking, it's a free one. I'll do it later. Oh, I'll do it later. No, and then the old man would come home or something. Somebody would come in, or every time I tried to do it. So there was one reason that I needed to put it off and wait. It's so Terry could step through too, and he feels a whole lot stronger than your dad. So we're going to get a quickie from your dad if he wants to speak. I can't twist their arm, and hang on just a second. Okay, so I had to go back and look at your question. You know, it's been a long time. I am so sorry. You had asked about what he wants to happen to the house, and he said he really doesn't care, but he would like it to go to someone who would love it and cherish it and take care of it and feel the love that he felt in the house. He's calling it a home, not a house. It's a home. The love that he felt with his family there. So he says if you want to sell it, but he's going to send somebody that wants to buy it, that is going to make it a home, like he felt with his kids. So he says, don't worry about hanging on to it for me, because I don't need it anymore and I really don't care. Once we get up there, we don't care about the earthly belongings down here, the couch, the car, the watches, he said we really don't care about that stuff, because that's just stuff we worry about down here. He says it's a totally different aspect when you get up there. He says, I'm not up there. I'm right in front of you. Have you seen him? Thought you saw him. I don't know if it's been recently. It has been recently. Okay. So I always tell people, they even do it to me, even though I can see him head on. You'll see it in your peripheral vision, and I include this peripheral vision up here too, because I could be looking down and I can see somebody walk on the other side of the table I'm going. But if you look straight on at it, there's nothing there. I don't know why it works that way, but if you see him see something, and you see something looks like it's going to walk down the hall or something, in your peripheral vision, try not to turn your head. And I haven't accomplished that yet. I still turn around and look, because I'm supposed to be able to see them, and I can't. Not when they do it that way. I don't know why. It's not for me to know. So next time you see that, Terry's butting in. So next time you see that, validate your dad. Validate him, acknowledge him, validate him, tell him you love him, ask him to bring you more, give him permission to pop in. He says you really don't need him. He says you're doing great. But I promise you 1,000%, they can hear you, they can see you. So see, there was a reason, and this happens every so often when I go to do a reading, and I go, and even though it might be somebody that's paid, and they might even be paid to be bumped up, and I go, today doesn't feel right. There's some reason I'm supposed to wait. Well, Terry was the reason I was supposed to wait. And even though I know that's been a little too far back, I'm going to smoke during yours. We're buddies, right? Close enough. Terry's coming up on my left side, which is Bob's side, and most of them know to come over here, but he's coming in personal. And he bends down and he gives me a kiss on top of the head. And I know some of these videos look backwards. I never remember which thing I'm talking on, which is backwards. So left side doesn't have to be the left side. And he bends down and he gives me a kiss right on top of the head. Because that's for you. So you will feel that. It could feel like a bug crawling. It could feel, you could just feel your hair move there. It could feel like a really warm spot. And sometimes they've even stuck me with pins. That's what it feels like to get my attention. He said it's going to be wet and slobbery. I don't know what your hair looks like. I hope you didn't get your hair all goopy. He said it'll be like a wet willy. He loves you very, very much. He says you were his confidant. He said I could talk to you about bitches, talking about other women, those bitches. And he said you would not get offended. You would listen to him. He could vent about those bitches when he'd get mad at whoever. He says when he get mad at other females, he's not specifying any certain one. He says you were somebody I totally trusted, totally relied on. Like, almost like a soulmate. He says yes. Okay. So I hate the words twin flame soulmate. I have a twin flame. I just hate that word. And it's a very difficult relationship. But he's saying soulmate. We can have lots of soulmates. Soulmates travel in the same group. I don't know if you believe in past lives, that we're here more than once. But soulmates are on pretty much the same vibration and travel kind of in the same group. And when we leave and we end up in that vibrational group. And then when we come here, usually, even if we just run into each other, we run into each other. Sometimes when we come back, it's like we all kind of gang up together because we all have that soulmate vibration going on, travel in the same clique. He said you guys were soulmates, and soulmates don't have to be partners. Soulmates can be brother, sister. Soulmates can be two women. And you have more than one soulmate in your life. Twin flame's a different story, and they're usually pretty difficult. Because a twin flame is made of the same spark somehow. Anyway, that doesn't apply here. So even being in a restaurant one time, there was a man I'd never seen before, never saw him again, and he was sitting at the next table. Couldn't take my eyes off him, and he kept turning around looking at me. Was probably creeping him out. He was there with his kids. I just felt it. You can just feel it in your gut. I thought, he's something. I don't know what. But we weren't meant to cross our path this time. But it was extremely strong. And I'm explaining that because that's what you guys had. The same kind of thing. Where you were drawn together because you felt it. See, I even have an owl cup my daughter-in-law got me in New Mexico. Isn't it cute? You will feel him hug you. He says pretty much in a brotherly way, but he said, I don't know if you'll actually feel his arms go around you. You could feel that pressure or tingling or goosebumps or whatever, but you're going to feel this like total love and peace kind of envelop you. And I don't get that a lot, but I do get it once in a while, and it's so awesome. It just like washes over. My friend makes fun of me when I say wash. Washes over you. It's making my head itch. I always make my head itch. And, well, dad's in the background now, but he's saying he was perfect. He was perfect for you, but not, you weren't meant to be together in this lifetime as. And when we come back, sometimes you're the wife, he would be the husband. Sometimes you'd be the husband, he'd be the wife. Sometimes your brother, sister, aunt, uncle. It just, you take different roles each time, but you stay, you'll see him again. Because you guys interacted and you helped each other on a soul level more than you know. You're still on the same vibration, so you will still hang out in the same group. Trying to get him to tell me something. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, so you're okay. Look that way. He's over here. I'm used to looking over there to talk to him. Yeah, I smell it even stronger. Whatever the cologne was, whatever it was he wore, like when he went out. He's going like this. So I don't know if he wore Old Spice or something. He's going like this. So whatever it was he wore, the smell, not BO, but the nice cleaned up smell, whatever he put on after he cleaned up, you will smell that. You can be in your car, you can be outside, you can be in the store, in your home. It does not matter where you're at. And you get that whiff, know that that's him. Validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more if you want more. It's your free will choice. That was cute. he, he evidently brought, I was just going to say he brought you a lot of laughs. He says you brought him a lot of enjoyment in life. He appreciated you more than you can possibly know. And I don't know if I've already said it. I get to doing so many readings, I can't remember what I say, but I promise you 1,000%, he can hear you and he can see you. Don't be surprised if you get a whiff of that in the bathroom when you're in the tub. They do that to me every so often. I'll be laying in the tub and I open my eyes and go, why the hell are you in here? And what do you want? Because you're not allowed in here. Get out. Say what you got to say and get out. He's laughing hysterically. He's pointing at something, like on your chest, almost on your boob. Do you have a tattoo or a mark or a. My medium friend asked me one time, she goes, yeah, Bob says, he says something about, do you have a rash? And I did, this mysterious little rash that morning. I never saw it again, never saw it before. And I know I started turning bright red. I said, no, he's just saying he can see my boobs now. So I don't know if that's where Terry's going with that. I don't know if you have tats. I don't even remember what you look like. I don't look at anybody's Facebook page other than the memes that I steal. Were you thinking about getting a T tattooed? Just a T? Like on your leg or boob or whatever? Like something just for you? Like maybe not even where it shows for everybody else. He says, if you put it on your ass, I'm going to kiss it. And he's laughing. Know that you guys were meant to be together at this time. It was his turn to leave, but you guys were supposed to support each other, and you did that extremely well. Like I said, you don't have to be spouses or anything like that to um, do it's soul work. I call it soul work, spirit work. Okay. So before we come here, we decide an exit point. Don't know why. That's just what they've taught me. You can be 1 day old, you can be 100 years old. Whatever time that you've decided on, I don't know that we exactly decide how we're going to leave because they've never really told me that, but we decide when we're going to leave. And I don't know why. But it can waver a little bit, that timeline, but it was his time to go. He said he was done doing what he wanted to do, what he needed to do. He corrected me, needed to do. Yep, he says, I'm out of here. I was good to go with it. Grandma was there. Grandma was there. He's not describing her, explaining her, but he was like, okay, I know I'm supposed to go with her. I'm fine with that. Just kind of like, okay, time to go. And it's funny, that's the way it usually kind of happens. Most of them that I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen any of them actually argue back on. And you hear about all these near-death experiences, and they go through the tunnel and towards the light, and they don't want to come back. And he wasn't supposed to come back, and we don't want to come back. So he was good to go with where he went, when he went. He thinks you need to know that. I'm saying talk to him. Ask him to spend time with you. Tell him he's welcome in your home. If he is, that's totally up to you. Welcome him in. Ask him questions. Ask him something simple. Ask him to show you he's around or to do something, and then give him a little time to figure it out. It's the smells and the little sounds and maybe rattling something are easier because it's easier than them trying to move an elephant across the room. Something that they can do with their energy. He's going tick tock, tick tock. Something to do with a clock. So if he did not give you a clock or did not tick tock, tick tock, watch your clocks. Watch your clocks and see if they do something weird. Especially electronics, it's easy. It's easy for their energy. He keeps going tick tock, so I feel like it's something that actually maybe not digital, but something that actually tick tock. Again, he comes over and kisses me on the head, which is what he's going to do to you. He loves you very much. And he says he will be waiting. And it will be okay. And I'm okay. He says, so goes the circle of life. And with that, he's leaving. Okay, my dear. Thank you for the great suggestion for my tag name. It's really unique. That's what I wanted. But yet, it's red owl. Everybody knows I love owls. I had my owl earrings on, but I took them off. There's an owl. There's an owl. There's an owl. There's some more back there somewhere. There's one. My girlfriend got me. He's little bitty, isn't he cute? Can't really see him. Anyway, much love to you, my dear. Thanks for playing along. I had a great time watching everybody's suggestions. I would sit here and just laugh and laugh. There were some good ones. Okay, see you later. Sorry it took so long. And there was a lot of times he's had a lot of time off of work lately, and he gets in my way, and I can't work when he's here. So I had to wait for him to leave again this morning. He didn't leave because he had meetings today. He's like, get out so I can work. See you later. Love ya.